What's up, guys? So today I just want to do something different. So everything's gonna change for now. Everything's gonna change for now. Got my cards back here now. My little index cards, my cue cards I used to call them back then. So what I'm gonna do different is I already mentioned yesterday that I'm gonna be doing like doing like a revisit, like remaster type of thing, edition I should say, with all of my old webisodes that I've done back in 2011 when I first started this channel. So I'm going to bring back the J.Advice Show, which is so whack, cause so corny. But it's only like just a reboot for a limited time, anyways, and everything. So I'm still gonna be doing the Jowell Show, but here I'm gonna do things a little bit different and try to do it more of the old school way, and like how it was my introductions and my openings and stuff like that, or whatever you call it. The way how I started the show and stuff like that. Like when I first did this back then for the J.Advice Show, I'm gonna be doing it again. So some things I'm missing, I'm gonna have to get. I want to get back a webcam because the webcam would definitely work well with this with actually just doing indoor stuff, I should say, because with this camera my phone is not the best, but I just want to do the webcam because I feel like I can do, like, let's say if there's certain things I have to talk about or show or something for my phone, at least I can do it that way, or like certain notes, just in case if I don't want to write too much down on my index cards, I can have on my phone, I can show it and stuff like that, so that's why I prefer the webcam. Also because it's more that, just have that more that old school feeling and everything, like how I used to do back then. I used to do it from the webcam on my laptop, which sucked. And I remember I did get a webcam back in those days. It was like when it was a 720p camera and everything. It wasn't the best, but yeah. So when I looked back at those videos, it's like it seemed like how like grainy it looked, and like that orange kind of effect and stuff like that. So yeah. So I'm gonna get back a webcam. I want to find my tie and everything because I used to always love wearing that and stuff like that. So I'm gonna bring all that stuff back for exclusively for this show. This little reboot of the J.Advice Show. So that's why I wanted to just mention that first to you guys before I start, and everything. So that's the reason why everything's different. So not Blatino here for this show. I'm just Jay or Joel, So yeah, so for this, so for episode, so this first webisode, for I know I gotta get used to it. Sometimes I keep mix it up. So for this first webisode, I'm gonna be talking about my advice on dating sites and on finding the right one. So yeah, by the way, the original video was back in March 10th, 2011. Like damn, time flies, man. So it's kind of crazy. Well, kind of interesting. Like I decided to do this when it's almost, it's close to March. Close to March. But yeah, so when I did this video, it sucks. Like it was only a 5 minute video. I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. I looked like I was shy. I didn't know what I was gonna say and all that stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna do everything over now. It's gonna be a little bit more lengthy and actually just give my actual thoughts. And at the end of the video, I think I'm gonna post the original versions for you guys to watch and stuff like that. So yeah, so yeah, so with advice on dating sites, apps now, because everyone uses apps now. This is before that and everything, but people still use sites. They still have the dating sites you can use as well. Some apps also have websites you can use if people prefer it that way and everything. People prefer using the laptop or the PC at home and looking through on the website, scrolling through for a relationship. I mean, looking for somebody and stuff like that. So you can say either or, sites, apps, whatever. And oh damn, snowing. I think no, yeah, like snow and rain out here right now on the sunroof. I don't think it's that loud. Hopefully it's not. So I don't think it's gonna pick up. You guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but yeah. But so my advice on that is just like what I said back then. Even though I was just fumbling my words, it's like pretty much a mixed bag with dating sites and stuff, because these free ones. I know I mentioned this already as well, like a couple of times, and like on the Jowell Show and stuff like that. And like last year, I think I mentioned it, the year before that and stuff like that. I know I spoke about this a few times with dating sites, and it's definitely a mixed bag with that, because if it's free, you always got to deal with the bullshit. And another thing I've noticed now and everything is what's it? There's a lot of, I forgot to mention, by the way, I have used last month. I went back and grinded because let me see what's going on in here. And I was on it for like a week, and I was like, damn, this shit is terrible. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna have to talk about that in another video though. But it still pertains into it. So yeah, like when it comes to like websites, apps, or whatever nowadays you have to do a lot of like spam bots, like bots. I guess you could say bots. A lot of them, those like a lot of these bots now is like trying to do this crypto scams. Now that's a new thing now. Now this is because this is new now. Back then when I first did the video, that wasn't even the thing yet. I don't think people was really. I don't really thinking about was talking about crypto and all that stuff back in those days in 2011 and stuff like that. So now you got to deal with that. You got the scam. You got the scammers. If it's not about crypto, it's about them wanting to send money to your Cash App or your PayPal or what's the other one they use? I think is Zelle. Yeah, Zelle and Venmo. I think it's called, and all those type of different like like virtual banks or whatever you can use to like transfer money and stuff like that. That's what it's about. Mainly Cash App though. That's the main ones. It's usually like the ones in the hood that love using Cash App and shit like that. And then a few of them will do the crypto shit too. But yeah, they're mostly the ones like from the streets or whatever. Usually is Cash App, and then the other ones is crypto scams, all that shit. So that's the first thing you always have to deal with now when you use these free websites and these free sites, free apps and stuff because it's free. Anybody could sign up for it and everything, even though they have these type of things in place where they try to like detect if you're a bot or not, because when you sign up you have to type in like the letters or the numbers and stuff on the screen, or like they'll have a picture like what's it like like what's it like with the like let's say a vehicle, like oh like click on each box that had like a part of the bus or whatever like that, things like that to try like to detect if you're a bot or not. But even with all that, they still manage to find a way to still bypass all that and still get on the site. I've seen it all the time. Like I've seen it all the time on many of dating apps I use, even on social media. You see it a lot too. On Instagram, a lot. There's a lot of bots on Instagram as well. Twitter, another one. They call it X now, but I still call it Twitter. I don't like the name change. And I'm just, I'm old school. I'll just stick to what I know it is. That's Twitter. It's Twitter, So yeah, so that mainly on Twitter, there's a lot of them on there, a lot of bots on there. So yeah, so that's the one thing you have to deal with when it comes to free dating apps. And also, the second thing is, do you gonna find anybody serious? Are you really gonna find anybody serious on these stuff to like to actually conversate with? To actually have a good conversation with, and actually, like find some sort of things that that connects with you guys and stuff like that, and eventually meet up and stuff like that. Are you really gonna find that? It's really hard. It's really hard. Like I've dealt with that shit so many times. It's just like you're not really gonna find people serious. It's probably like the 1% on there that's actually serious or actually looking for what the site is about, or the site is claims is for dating. And then the other 99% is just all for dating. I mean, I said dating, all for hookups and stuff like that. Or they're not serious. It's like you talk to them a little bit. The conversation wouldn't go anywhere. I've dealt that so many times. I know I mentioned that already when it comes to like also on social media. When you talk to somebody, you having a good conversation, all of a sudden they disappear. they don't come back. But then you see them always posting, new stories and all that shit on social media and stuff like that. But you still haven't responded to me. Or sometimes they will like read it and not respond anymore. Like, really? Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, what's the point of wasting your time and my time? What's the point of that? You're wasting both of our times for what? So I never understood that. Like, and also, when it comes to like these dating sites, what's the point of you signing up for it? Going through all this stuff if you're just playing games on it, you're not really serious about nothing. And it's it's like, what's the point? What's the point of it? Like, I wouldn't do something like that. Like, what's the point of me signing up for this stuff if I'm not even that serious? I really don't care to meet somebody, or majority of people on there is not my type or whatever like that. So if that's the case, then delete your account and get off of it. What's the point of you signing on every day, showing you online if you're not interested? Like I never understood that with people. Like, why waste your time? Why waste your time? Like, you don't have anything else better to do. So that's another thing you have to deal with. And like I said already, also, with the people who's just only there for like hookups and stuff like that. And that's all you see on a lot of these stuff. All you see on these free dating apps now. All you see. That's all they care about. Especially within the gay community and stuff like that. Because I know when I first started, this channel and stuff like that with the J.Advice Show, it was more towards the gay community when it comes to like this love advice or stuff like that. But I kind of like mix it into two, where sometimes I'll talk about both straight couples and also with the gay couples and stuff like that. But It's mainly with the gay community specifically, where when it comes to these dating apps, you always gotta deal with that shit. You know, these dating sites, you always gotta deal with that shit. You know, and it's like they don't want nothing serious. They just want to mess around and it's called a day. Like, so you already know if you're really going on these sites to actually look for love, it's gonna be hard. You know, as opposed to the ones that's free. Like I've mentioned on the original version of this, where I mentioned what's it about with eHarmony and stuff like that, like the ones that you pay for and stuff. You're more willing to find people who's more serious, more interested, you know, in love, and more just, you know, you guys have more things in common. You know, you guys are on here. You guys are pretty much on the same page. You know, you guys are on here for pretty much the same thing and stuff like that. You know, so when it comes to the paid ones, yes, you can find. I'd say you find more people, like somebody more serious. You know, and everything like that. But I kind of feel like you will probably still run into people who waste their time and play games. I believe. But I've never used any of the paid ones. There's always been the free ones I've used for years and years. So I can't really say anything much about the paid ones, you know, but you know, for you guys that have used it or whatever, or you guys that still use it, I guess you guys could just let me know in the comment section below about that and everything. And what's it? It's like dating sites is not the same anymore though. Like I bashed them so much back then, and now I'm bashing even more in, you know, in the present day, because they're actually worse. I feel like they were a little bit better back then than they are now. They've gotten worse. You would think they would have improved, but they've gotten worse. Like this new generation now is just crazy, man. Like the shit they're like that they're into now, like just the way they are now, is just like it's really, really gonna be hard for you to really find anybody past a certain, I say, age. You know, like let's say you're like in your 40s or like 50s or whatever like that, you pretty much gotta have to find people around that age group that grew up with you from that generation. Because if you're going for a little bit younger, you have to deal with the bullshit from this new generation of fools and stuff like that, where you guys not really gonna click, or they just gonna be stupid, you know, or whatever like that. So that's another issue to look out for and stuff like that, because new generations is crazy. Like the shit they do now and stuff like that, it's like you know, you want to put up with that, because not only that, a lot of them are immature. But I'm not even gonna like just throw all that on them, like on the, you know, the younger ones and stuff like that, saying they're immature, because people my age and even older than me still immature. I've met so many of them like that. So it's not only them, you know, not only the younger ones of younger generation stuff like that, is ones from my, you know, my age group and stuff, and like above and stuff like that, older, that are immature as well, act like kids, or you know, just the way they act, how the way they present themselves, how the way they dress too, and stuff like that. So you know, and then a lot of the ones now, like even like I said, my age group or even older, all they care about is like going to like clubs and lounges and shit. Like, come on, like to me, I like kid shit. Like, you know, grow up, grow up. So you know, that's the type of stuff you got to really deal with when it comes to these free ones. You got to deal with shit like that. So if you can kind of like, I say, have the patience and you can bypass that stuff, then maybe you'll find somebody, but it's gonna take a long time. As opposed to like if you're on a paid dating site and stuff like that, you will have more what's it? I'd say maybe you get like more traffic on your profile and stuff like that, as long as you have something interesting to say. Don't have it blank. Like a lot of these free ones always have it blank. Like I like to see something you can read. You can tell, like with something you can read or whatever, you can find out a little bit about the person before you hit them up, instead of just seeing a blank profile, a blank bio, and then, you know, like, damn, should I hit this guy up, or should I hit this, you know, this guy for you straight dudes, should I hit this female up, you know, stuff like that, because like you gotta go by something that they have on their profile, their bio and stuff like that. If you don't really see that, it's like, damn, am I gonna be wasting my time, you know, stuff like that. So that's one of the other big issues I have with a lot of these people who waste their time or whatever, and waste their time, you know, and they sign up for these shit and they're just there. You know, so but like I said, like with the free ones, I mean on the paid ones, I feel like yes, you'll definitely get somebody a lot more sooner than you would on a free one. On a free one, you gotta deal with too much bullshit, and it's gonna be a lot of patience you're gonna have in order to to pretty much find, like, weed out those bad ones and get a good one. If you're the one searching, not waiting. If you're waiting, it's even worse. You know, if you're waiting for the one to come to you. You know, so yeah, so because I don't really believe in that crap anymore. I think I did a video as well back then when I talked about, you know, the right one and let the right one come to you. I don't believe in that shit anymore. People used to always tell me that crap all the time, and it was like, really, if you know, I'd say it's best to go out there, look, because very rare that you're just gonna one day like let's say walking like I don't know outside or going to some place or whatever like that. You're gonna somebody gonna like be interested in you and like oh like let me talk to this dude and stuff like that or whatever So it's not believable. It's like more like fairy tale type shit, like a fairy tale. So yes, I don't really believe in that whole thing about patience and waiting bullshit. I used to. I don't know what the hell I was talking about back then, but we all grow. After we grow, we learn more and stuff like that when we grow older and stuff. Get more knowledgeable, more wiser. Some people who get older and get more dumb, so stupid. So, now it doesn't always work for everybody. So that's pretty much my advice on the dating sites. Also on finding the right one. Oh yeah, so that wasn't all in this one. This one webisode that I did back then. So yeah, but like, back to that with the finding the right one. Yeah, I had mentioned that and everything like that about just wait, the right one will come to you. Bullshit, ain't gonna happen. There's no such thing as that. That's very, 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 very weird. Rare. I was about to say weird. Very rare and stuff like that. Unless you like someone who's like super good looking or whatever. You have a nice body, face, and all that stuff where people just want to just flock to you and try to talk to you. Then okay, but then again, still that's not. I don't think it would really even work that way either because usually those people who look like that, usually the ones that's usually the players all the time, the cheaters, and they're not faithful and stuff like that. So yeah, because back then I used to be the one that used to look for like the perfect one or one who just like a 10 out of 10. Like damn, you look good and stuff like that. But not anymore. I'm not like that. Because a lot of those dudes that's out there like that is usually they'll be like a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. When it comes to the looks, but the personality would be a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. Personality is always like this terrible, this ugly, it stinks, stuff like that. And I hate that a lot. So I've dealt with that before with one dude I talked to. Well, maybe no, actually no, a couple, but yeah, a couple of dudes I talked to back then. But one of the more recent ones I would say from like 2017, 2018. Yeah, like 2018, 2019, I should say. It was like that with the personality. The looks, yes, but then like the personality was like a. And ever since then is when I started toning down when it comes to the looks and stuff like that. So it's not like a big thing I'm looking for, not like how it used to be back then and stuff like that. So yeah, but like find the right one, like, you know, if you like if you want to like I mean if you see somebody maybe you like you have interest in somebody to talk to, whether it's a dude, whether it's a girl or whatever like that, and you see somebody who seems like they kind of your type, or you seem like you might have like you might click or whatever, then yeah, you go talk to the person. You're not gonna stand there and wait to see if they're gonna talk to you, like like oh I'll just wait, they'll eventually come to me, like that's just not believable. Like I said, it's fake. So anyone who said that bullshit is lying because a lot of people have always told me that back in the days and stuff like that. Like my like with my old crew and stuff, since I used to hang with a lot of females back then and stuff like that, and they've always told me the same thing, like oh you just wait, you'll eventually find the right one, all that shit. I'm like yeah, you guys can say whatever, because you guys all have somebody, you guys are not single, so you can say whatever, because I bet you, kid you not, if they were single too in my shoes, they wouldn't be saying that shit. They would be going out there looking as well. So don't believe that. Like if you really want somebody, you really you really just like really not move like you like I'm really in this dating mode or whatever like that. I really want somebody. Go out there and look for them. Go out there and look for them. I'm not really talking about in person. For those people who's like not shy or whatever like that. You go out there and look for a person. I know when it comes to like the community, gay dudes and stuff like that, it's a little bit harder and stuff like that when it comes to like just talking to people in person or trying to meet. You go to like a specific area, or like how a lot of people, I don't know if, I guess a lot of people still like to meet up in the village and all that shit. I don't do those stuff, so that stuff is way behind me now and stuff, so I'm not even into that. So I don't know what goes on anymore within the scene, the community and stuff like that, because I don't follow it and I don't want to be any part of it. I don't associate myself with those people anymore. But if that shouldn't be the only type of way to meet other dudes, and stuff like that when it comes to that, or going to like a club and stuff like that. I don't like that stuff. I don't like that. So yeah, so everyone has their own different method of how to find people anyways. It doesn't have to always be in person. It can be, doesn't even have to be on dating sites. It could just be in any other form, and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it with that when it comes to finding the right one. Because like I said, yeah, waiting and the right one will come to you is just all bullshit. And, like crap people used to always say back then. I don't know if people still say it now, but I definitely do not believe in it at all. And you guys do not believe in it either, right? Do not believe in that because it's a lie. It's a lie, you know. So like I said, if you really want to like date, you want to find somebody, go out there, look, don't wait, because very rare that someone's gonna come to you first, and then even that person comes to you first. Who's to know that person is gonna have the same common interests as you? You guys actually gonna click and everything like that. Not like the perfect ones that's gonna like fall from the sky, in front of you or whatever. So yeah, so it's not believable and everything like that. So don't believe it. If anybody's still saying it, to this day and era, if anybody's still saying it to you guys, don't believe that shit because it's a lie. So like I said, if you want to go find somebody, go out there and find them. Don't wait. So whatever, all that crap I said back then in 2011, don't believe that shit anymore. That was just back then or whatever. And maybe I was just going by what a lot of people told me. I didn't even know what the hell I was saying anyways back then. And anything else I was gonna mention on that? No, that's it. So yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so I'm kind of thinking it wouldn't make no sense to call it a remastered series in a way because this is a reboot of the J.Advice Show. So I guess I don't know. I guess you could say it's like a remastered edition. I don't know. Of the J.Advice Show. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick to just calling it a reboot or whatever. There's videos I'm revisiting from the past, but I brought back the J.Advice Show temporarily, and everything like that, just to cover all of these videos from 2011 and stuff like that. I think I stopped calling it that after 2011, so I think it was only for a year. I think, well, all my videos is just all mixed up on the channel. No, I back then I wasn't really keeping them in order, so everything was like all over the place and stuff like that. I mean, I was kind of, then I stopped, then I stopped, and all that. But yeah, and yeah, so that's pretty much it with that and everything. So you got it a little bit longer, and then the 5 minutes I was talking about a whole bunch of crap and everything in the original episode of this. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below and all that good stuff. Like I said, I want to get some traffic back on this channel and stuff like that. I want to focus more on this channel for this year instead of only just on my game only just focus on my gaming, and also want to do other stuff on the channel like I used to do back then with like an all-purpose channel, and I do pretty much everything as well. But I do want to just mostly focus on like doing these talk shows like this, talk videos, and also my music and comedy, dance videos and stuff like that. Mainly those, but here and there I want to like throw something else in there, just to like spice things up on this channel. But I just want to do more on this channel and get that traffic back like how it was back in the days when I used to get like tons of views, tons of subscribers and comments, all that stuff. I want to try and bring that back, and also promote my video more because back then I used to have like a blog as well that I used to post these videos and stuff on. I gotta see if it's still if people still use it. I think it was from Blogger, that website and everything. So I'm gonna check that out. I want to get the webcam. I'm gonna get the webcam. I'll get it this week actually because they're not even expensive. So I'll get the webcam this week. Hopefully no issues with it. Where I'll have to return it and then stick to using my phone's camera instead. But I want to like stray away from that and start using the webcam again and stuff like that for my indoor videos, and then I can continue doing it from my phone when I do my vlogs outside and stuff like that, of course. And I think that's anything else I want to mention? I think that's it. So yeah, so this the reboot, and I guess you could say the debut reboot of the J.Advice Show temporarily and stuff. I'm gonna be going over all of my old videos. I wanted to mention that again to you guys. I'm going over all my old webisodes and stuff from that era, from that I guess from that 1 year when I was doing it and stuff like that. But I'm still going to go over a lot of the other videos too. Not only the ones, of course, from 2011, all the other ones for like 2012, 13, 14, and stuff like that. And I'll just go over all of those stuff and, just revisit them and give my thoughts on it now or improve the videos because, a lot of the videos, like I said back then, sucked. I didn't do too well on it and stuff like that. So yeah, so I think that's it. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else before I close this up. Anything else I was going to mention to you guys real quick. I think that's it. Yeah, so like I said already, let me know in the comment section below and comment like good stuff, guys. I'll definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you guys for another one.
All right. Well, all right. Here's a debut of my new webcam show that I'm starting because I just decided to start doing something new. This is a whole different channel, so I'm gonna have to get this my new fans and everything like that. But well, yeah, you may know me from the Amigos, but then again, probably people don't ever watch that much. So, but yeah, I usually do videos over there with like entertainment and acting funny and stuff like that. But decided to start doing something different now and start being more on the serious side. we still have a little bit of entertainment, but it's gonna be more of just talking about love related issues, today's society, all that type of stuff. Um, well, yeah, like I said, I always have helped people in the past with love related problems, and I'm known as Dr. Phil too, that people call me. But all right. So today's topic. Let me get my paper over here. All right. Today's topic we have. All right. All right. For today's topic is about people who try to find love through websites. Try to find love through websites to find anybody, like any, like dating, anything like that. Um. All right. So my opinions or my thoughts on that, as well as what maybe you should do or not, like the type of advice I have to give. Um. Well, with sites, I don't really think they're good to really use like that. Especially, those free sites, especially like eHarmony and stuff, probably okay. That can be good, but other sites is not really good to me. I already know the experience with those stuff, but yeah, if you want those like one night stands or hookups, then alright, you can use that. But to me, my thoughts on it, I don't think that those that internet and on the internet is better to find somebody. I think it's better to just let it flow and you just get someone in person or I don't know, probably school, work, something like that. You just be patient and then you'll get the right one. But because basically with those, you find out of fakes or cheaters or players, of course, anybody like that. So it's like you talk to somebody on there and maybe they reply once or they don't reply again, or they just tell you certain things that they want you to hear, but they don't really care about that. They just want to have they just want one thing, so can't really trust people on that. I would say to stay away from sites. That's my opinion on that. But if you want to try, okay, that's good for you. you know. But to me, I don't think that's right. All right. So, all right, back to that. Yeah. Well, with love now, basically, to me, it's better to just wait patiently and start rushing things because I have rushed a lot and it hasn't turned out really, really well. Because when my past two relationships, well, kind of could say one that I had because the second, actually, I can't say any because they all pretty much sucked. 2 weeks, not really what you would call something. And it's kind of same. It's kind of because I rushed everything, so that's the reason why I didn't go well. So yeah, that's basically it.